I start my presentation, let me first discuss the meaning of the data flow diagram. Data flow diagram, or simply DFD, is a graphically represents the flow of data in a business information system. DFD describes the process that are involved in a system to transfer data flow from input to the file storage and reports generation. Data flow diagram is divided into two: the logical data diagram and the physical data diagram. So, logical data diagram describes the flow of data through systems to perform certain functionality, while the physical data diagram describes the implementation of the system. Before we can shop at Shopee, we must first consider that we need to have an registered account at Shopee. Now that we have a registered account at Shopee, we can now use the search bar or browse through categories to search our favorite products. Now that we have a certain product that we use and we must click it, then we will see the product and then on the lower part we can see the buy now, chat now, and add to cart. The lower part we can see the buy now, chat now, and add to cart. Chat now discuss an offer with the seller, while the add to cart is now we can place the items on a shopping cart, and buy now is a place order directly. Chat now features allows you to send a personal message to the seller directly. If you need help with product details, product variety, and product reviews, you may chat with the seller to get a great answer. On the great functions within the chat feature is you can make an offer. This is for buyers who would like to offer a different price for the item. In buy, from the product detail page, tap buy now. If the variation available, choose one and indicate your preferred quantity. Then once confirmed, you will be directed to the shopping cart. Select the products you want and then click the checkout button in the shipping cart. On the checkout page, make sure you first select your preferred delivery address. Second, check the available shipping carrier. And third, choose your desired payment method. And then when you check all those three, you can now tap the place order and you're all done. Now that we're all done on knowing the process of how to buy at Shopee, we will now start presenting the DFD diagram. First, we're gonna create an entity which is the buyer or the consumer. Then we're gonna go to the process 1, which is the open Shopee app. Then before we open the Shopee app, we must first click the Shopee app. Then we're gonna go through the process 2, which is to fill up the details. In the process number 2, from the process 1 to 2, in the middle of it, we must click create an account. Then when we finish on the process number 2, we will gonna go to the buyer's new account or the buyer's account. Now that we have created a new emails or the entity of buyer's email, we will now have our data now is being stored to the Shopee app. We're gonna go proceed to the process number 2, which is the login in Shopee app. Now that we have a login credentials, our data has been stored. The buyer's data has been stored in the process number 4, which is the open the Shopee app. Then we're gonna go proceed to the process number 5, which is the browse through the categories. And then before we're gonna browse to the categories, our information has been saved now. Now that our information has been saved, we have a email now, and we're gonna go through the process number 5, which is the browse through categories. Then on the selected items, we're gonna create a process number 6, which is the make an offer via chat now. And on the selected items again from the browse through the process number 5, we're gonna create another process number 7, which is the add to cart the items, and the process number 8, which is the buy the items. This 3, 6, 7, process number 6, 7, and 8 are connected to browse through categories because these are the selected items that we gonna want or we want to bought. So that we're gonna done with the selected items, we're gonna go to create another entity, which is the seller. Then the 3 processes, that's now process number 6, 7, and 8, are the buyer's offer. Then process number 6 are the buyer's offer to the seller. The process number 7 is the items on our card go to the seller. The seller, we're gonna approve it. And the process number 8 is the items to be bought that to the seller. Now that we have the entity of the seller, we're gonna go to the process number 9, which the approve selected items by the buyer through the seller to the, we're gonna go check out it now, which is the process number 9. Now that we're done to the process number 9, which is just to check out the items, we go to the process number 10, which is the input your preferred delivery address. But before we're gonna go to the process number 10, we must go review all the items that we're gonna bought. Then we proceed to the process number 10, which is we're gonna input the delivery address. Then we're gonna go to the process number 11, which is the selected available carrier. So before we're gonna go to the process number 11, we must correct our credentials. We're going to the process number 10, we're gonna proceed to the process number 11, which is the select available carrier. Now we're gonna create another entity, which is the carrier. Then before we're gonna select available carrier, we must first check its availability, like JNT or any other carrier or standard delivery. Or when we confirm our carrier, when the carrier already confirmed, it is gonna be select available. We will go to the process number 11. We will go back. Then we're gonna go to the process number 12, which is the select mode of payment. Then it was the confirmed carrier. Then we're gonna go proceed to the another entity, which is the bank. And in the middle of it is when the arrow goes to the back, it's the payment that we will proceed to the bank. Then the bank, we're gonna go back to the process number 12, which is the bank already verified your payment. Then we're gonna go to the process number 12, which is select mode of payment. Then we're gonna go to the process number 13, which is the place your order. In the place your order, we must first confirm the mode of payment, maybe it's GCash, Paymaya, e-wallet, or cash on delivery. Then process number 13, we're gonna finally go back to the buyer, which is the items that we bought. And now that the items that we bought is already paid or gonna be paid, we are now all done. This is now the whole DFD diagram. We are done now to the DFD diagram, and they say that it was easy to create a context diagram if we are now finished creating a DFD level 0. Now we're gonna proceed to the context diagram. Our DFD diagram has a 13 processes, and our context now that we were gonna create a context diagram, it will gonna be a process number 0, then it is the Shopee. And in our DFD diagram, there's our 5 entities, which is the buyer, buyer's email, seller, courier, and the bank. That we created a Shopee, which is the 0 process. Now that we're gonna go to the buyer's entity of buyer, which has a 3 data flow: the click the Shopee app, login credentials, and the items bought. Now we're gonna proceed to another entity, which is the buyer's email. In the buyer's email, we have only one data flow: the new account. On the third entity, which is the seller, we have a four data flow, which is the buyer's item, items on the cart, items to be bought, and approved items. Now we're done to the entity of the seller. We're gonna proceed to the entity of the courier. In the entity of the courier, we have only 2 data flows: the check the availability and the confirm courier. We are going to the 5th entity, which is the bank, and on the 5th entity, we're gonna go to the pay. They have a 2 data flow: the payment and the valid payment. Thank you for watching. Hope you like this this lesson, the data flow diagram and the context diagram of the how to buy at Shopee.